Hi, welcome back. So I wanted to take some time today to just recap our very first market. So I started a market prep series called Rooted and Ready in my YouTube shorts. You can catch it there, and it's just basically all about my very first market prep. But I was planning for a market on July 11th, and unfortunately it was rained out, and so it was rescheduled to the rain out date, July 18th. Now, the issue with July 18th is that there was rain on the forecast for 2 weeks leading up to that day. But the organizers were like, we are going to have it rain or shine. It's already been rescheduled 4 times, so we're definitely having it rain or shine. So I personally was just really nervous, it being my first market, and a lot of my products, well, all of my products are paper stationery products. So I was really concerned about visiting that market still. But my husband and I, we prayed about it, and we decided to move forward because the rainstorms were getting pushed back later and later. So the market was from 3 to 10 p.m. and it was definitely in the heat of the day for sure. And it was in a local community here in Snellville, Georgia. They host their annual Spring Bash each year. It's called Spring Fest, actually. And so this was our first year participating. We've been invited to come next year as one of their premier vendors. But I did want to just break down a little bit about our experience. So I'm going to start playing some of the video there, and then I might hop back on and tell you a little bit more about just pricing and like everything from an investment perspective that went into this market. So stay tuned. So here we are, me and my husband, we are setting up. So they were able to give us one 8-foot table, which was super helpful. We didn't have to worry about bringing tables. So we did just bring our own camping chairs. We have several tents because we do a lot of outdoor entertainment. So this is just one of our tents from home that we're going to be using for our market season. We got all of the weights from Dick's Sporting Goods, and this is our banner. Got it from Banner Buzz. It's lovely. I love the way that it came out. The setup itself, I got some inspo from a few people on YouTube. So it's essentially 4 crates, and in between each of the set of crates on each side of the table, you'll see a long wooden board that kind of creates a shelf for you to put products on, or like decorations, whatever you think would work best for you. But these crates we actually got from Dollar Tree. They were $10 each. The tablecloth, the fitted tablecloth, I got from Amazon. And the little runner that's in the front is actually a bath rug that I got from Hobby Lobby. Repurposed that so to just add a pop of color to the tablecloth. And the long wooden board sitting between the sets of crates, we got that from Lowe's. I already had like just some decor, vases, picture frames, all of the things. But the smaller signs that you see, I actually printed out at home, and I got the frames from Dollar Tree, as well as the chalk signs I also got from Dollar Tree. So a lot of my setup did come from Dollar Tree. I know that it won't be a permanent fix for sure, but it worked for this market. Here are just the beautiful scenery. It was on a lake. It was a very beautiful day. The middle section there, it's a greeting card stand. Got that from Amazon. And wicker baskets I got those from Goodwill, I believe. But as you can see, there were quite a few vendors for this market, not too many. Again, it was a local community nearby, and we had a wonderful time. So let's get a little bit deeper into the logistics of it all. So let's get into the logistics. So all total investment, so the market booth fee, or the vendor booth fee, was $50 for this market. It did come with one 8-foot table and 2 chairs. We brought our own camping chairs. It did not come with, of course, the tent. That was our responsibility to bring and have weights that would hold it down, because we were going to be liable for the tents. I guess they've had some incidents in the past where tents weren't anchored properly, and last year I heard that a tent actually flew away and landed on someone's car. A similar incident happened this time around once the thunderstorms did start kicking in around 6 p.m. So I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that. I wish I'd gotten more footage, but we were just so busy packing everything away to get on the move instead of like getting caught in the rain. So did not catch any footage of the storm that rolled in around 6, but we did leave a couple hours early just because of the storm. And there were some tents that were unsecured, so a lot of other vendors were leaving as well. But I will say I'll put the estimates down below, and I'll probably link some of the supplies that I purchased down below as well from Amazon. Things that I can find, I'll link it below. But a lot of the setup was, just a one-time cost. The banner from Banner Buzz, we spent a little bit over $100 because I did have to express it. I was a little bit last minute with the designing and getting it printed, so I had to express ship it, so it ended up being just over $100. The rest of the setup ranged, I would say, up to $200. That's being generous. Obviously, I need to do a better job of tracking my expenses. Now, in terms of inventory, I did have some leftover inventory for the spring that I was putting on sale for this event. So I will be including that in the overall cost. But for all of the inventory you saw, we spent roughly around $400. That's also a generous amount that I'm just allotting there. And the potential market profitability if we had sold out would have been around $975. We did not sell out because the market traffic was so incredibly low, unfortunately, due to the weather. But it was a great opportunity to set up. I'm so pleased and happy with how everything turned out. We did make some great sales. So we made just over $200 in sales, which I am very satisfied with for my first market. We got our booth feedback. Now, of course, that profit does not necessarily put us in the green or anything like that, but a lot of the expenses for the supplies were a one-time cost. We will be using all of those supplies as well as this inventory that's left over throughout market season in the fall. So a lot of it was one-time investment purchases that eventually will pay for itself as the business picks up. But I'm very pleased with how well we did for our first market, to say that there only realistically were about 20 to 30 people that showed up, and about half of that were the vendors. Or like family members of the vendors. So it wasn't a great turnout at all, unfortunately, but I am so thankful for the experience just to be able to set up and have to deal with like the real life pressures of a market event or a market day. I'm glad that it was low pressure this time around, of course, because in the fall we are going to be attending some very busy markets, and I wanted to be prepared. So this was a perfect opportunity to do that and to show you guys the setup. So let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer as much as I could. I'm thinking about doing a small business vlog here on my channel, just kind of going through, sorry y'all, I'm a little stuffy if you could hear that. But if you have any questions, just ask them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to answer. I'm thinking about starting a small business vlog on this channel, just documenting my experiences launching a business. We launched in April of this year, and I've been diligently working on designing all of our products. There's been a lot of experimentation into the printing, the binding, all of the things, because we do everything by hand. It's not print on demand, it's by hand. So I just wanted to get on here and explain a little bit more about our first market experience. So I hope you enjoyed this series, the Rooted and Ready series. But we had a wonderful time, and I think that that's what matters most. And I did get some real in-time experience with learning how to manage weather that is just horrible. But I did have a great time, and I look forward to the market season in the fall. I can also take you along those journeys as well. I look forward to it. And just, breaking down a little bit more about like the logistics of starting my own business. We also have an Etsy shop, so we do accept online orders as well, in addition to the in-person markets. So hopefully I'll see you guys at one. I'd love to. So thank you so much for tuning in. See you soon.